Hello everyone, my name is Chaotic and welcome back to episode number 4 of the best cars to customize in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. This is a very popular series on my channel, and if you guys want to check out any of the previous episodes, you can of course do so, as there will be links in the description. Anyway, with that being said, I have some pretty cool cars and customizations to show you guys in today's video, so let's get straight into things. So starting off with the Comet as the first car. Now I myself think this car is pretty cool, but unfortunately it's not massively popular online, and I think the main reason behind that is because there is such a huge range of cars available in GTA Online, but such limited garage space, so most people go for other cars as opposed to this one. But once you see this car once customized, I'm pretty sure a lot more of you will definitely go ahead and get one of these and make it a personal vehicle. So getting into customizing this car, and to be truthful, there aren't really a huge amount of customizations available for it. Sure, you've got the option to upgrade the front bumper, you can add wheel arch extensions, and you can change the rear spoiler and things along those lines, but most of the customizations are fairly basic and standard stuff like the engine and armor upgrades and things along those lines. But basically the look that I was trying to go for was to make this car look as sporty as possible, to make this car look more like a track car as opposed to a road car. Now you may have noticed I'm doing this customization in story mode, and the reason behind that is because I don't really have much money in my online account, but it doesn't really matter anyway because you can carry out all of these customizations both in story mode and online. So anyway, as you guys can see, this customization is coming towards an end, and basically what I tried to do here, like I said previously, is make this car look as sporty as possible, and to do that I went with a bright paint colour. I went with yellow on this one, but red or lime green would also look quite nice on this car. And as for the wheel colour, I went with black to give it a contrast, and of course it also matches the limo window tints and the other black panels on the car. But there we go, that is it for the Comet, and I myself really do like how this car looks. I think to improve this car, what it needs is an option to fit decals, just like the Dinka Jester and the Massacro have. If you could put those race decals on it, it would just make this car look more sporty and more like a track car. This car, of course, being quite quick, is also very agile, and with it being a two-wheel drive, it's also very good at drifting. But overall, like I said, I really do like this car, and I certainly think it offers something a little bit different to the other cars available in the game. So anyway, moving on to the next vehicle, and this of course is the Dubaki Massacro. Now this car was added into the game back in the High Life update, and ever since this car became available, it has been one of my favourite sports cars in Grand Theft Auto Online. I think this car looks extremely good, even in its standards form, and of course most importantly, there are loads and loads of customizations available for this down at the Los Santos Customs. Now once again, with this being a sports car, the look of course to go for is a sporty and track car look, so when customizing this car, just upgrade absolutely everything to make this car look as good as possible. Now one very important tip to bear in mind if you do choose to fit a roll cage to this car, make sure you choose the colour of the roll cage before you fit the roll cage. Basically when you fit the roll cage, it will be whatever colour the car is when you fit it. So if you fit it when the car is white, it will be white, but if you go and change the colour afterwards, it will not change along with it. So for example, as you guys can see in the video, I fitted a roll cage to this car when the car was white. I then resprayed the car to ultra blue, but the roll cage has stayed white. Now for me this wasn't an issue, I wanted the roll cage to be white anyway, as it now matches the white writing on the rear spoiler and the front splitter. On the topic of matching colours, I also fitted a set of black wheels to match the other black panels on the car, as well as the limo window tints. Well, there we go guys, that is it for the customization guide on the Massacro. I'm sure you guys would agree it is a very cool and attractive looking car, especially when customized, and as I said previously, this is definitely one of my favourite cars in the game and would certainly reach my top 5 list. Now of course, with this car being a sports car, it is very important that it's quick, that it's agile and good at handling and stuff along those lines, and if you ask me, this car is good in just about every aspect. So if you guys have not tried this car out when customized before, definitely go ahead and do so, get one of these yourself and try it out. I think you guys will be surprised. Well there we go guys, that is the Massacro. Let's move on to the next vehicle. And now allow me to introduce you to the Volk R Warrener. I know for a fact this car isn't very popular online, very few people have one of these in their garage, and I can certainly understand why. As a standard car, this car doesn't look very attractive, and your first thought would probably be, this thing doesn't have much potential whatsoever. But trust me, there are so many customizations available for this at the Los Santos Customs, you can transform this into a completely different car. So getting into customizing this car, and if you want to, you can go absolutely crazy with some of these customizations. There are so many different things available for this. You can put an intercooler on the front, you can put tow hooks on the back, and all these different things. But I myself try to not go too crazy or too over the top with this. I try to make this car just look better and more appealing in general. Now when customizing this car, I tried to fit what I thought to be the best looking customizations as opposed to simply just fitting the most expensive ones. Now my favourite customization available for this car is this hood right here. It basically extends the hood and adds this pointy lip to it, just making this car look extremely unique. Although on that note, I'm pretty sure this is the only car that this customization is available for. But either way, I'm pretty sure when people see this customization on this car, they'll definitely want to know what this vehicle is and they'll want to get this for themselves. Now when respraying this vehicle, to be truthful, I wasn't really too sure what to go with. I did quite like that dark red this colour came with as standard, but I also wanted to make some of these customizations really stand out, so in the end I went with the frost white as a primary and then a light blue for the secondary. There's also a surprising selection of spoilers available for this car, so I was quite impressed by that. Now as for the wheel colour, in hindsight I should have gone for a light blue to match the secondary colour, but I went with a black, which I think is a massive mistake on my part. And for the window tints, as per usual, I went with a limo window tint. Well, there we go, that is it for this customization, and I would have to say that the Volk R is definitely one of the most underrated cars currently in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you're looking for some new cars for your garage in GTA Online, definitely go ahead and check out this one, as it's surprisingly very good, especially with all the customizations available for it. Anyway, so moving on to the next vehicle, this of course being the Penumbra, but to be truthful, I absolutely hate this car. I hate everything about this, and to make matters worse, this is possibly the most commonly spawned car in GTA Online. When playing in free mode, when I lose my personal vehicle, or you desperately need a car to drive somewhere, and you go ahead and steal one from off the street, I will do anything possible to not use the Penumbra. I hate this car that much. But then the other day my friend showed me his fully upgraded Penumbra, and damn, this thing changes so much when it's been customized. I could have sworn it wasn't the same car. There are so many different customizations available for the Penumbra, it's a shame there wasn't one to change its name as well. Anyway, so getting into customizing this car itself, now like I said, there are loads of different customizations available for this, and if you really try, you can make this look very, very sporty. So the look that I tried to go for was that Japanese sports car look, and then as for the paint itself, I went for a matte black, both for the primary and the secondary, to try and give this car an all black look. Now what I noticed about applying this paint colour is that pretty much anything on this car that wasn't black now stood out, such as the red tow hook on the front and the back of the car. You've also got the red brake calipers, and when I fitted the roll cage as well, the seats inside the car changed to a red as well. So literally anything that wasn't black was now red. Now I'm sure there will be people out there that will not like this all black look, and to be fair, I'm usually one of those people, but what I really liked about this time was the fact the red objects on the car stood out over the dark paint colour. Now I know I'm being a little bit pedantic about red and black, but to really finish things off, I went for a red tyre smoke. So of course when you go ahead and spin your wheels, you have that red tyre smoke just kicking up, just really emphasising the red panels on the car. I will now refrain myself from saying red or black ever again for the rest of this video, but there we go guys, that is it for the customization of the Penumbra, and if you ask me, this is a massive improvement over its standard version, so much in fact that it's almost redeemed itself. Well, with that being said, that is it for the Penumbra, and unfortunately this video as well, but I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. Now let me know your thoughts about these vehicles by leaving a comment on the video. Let me know which one is your favourite. As mentioned earlier, if you guys want to check out any of the previous episodes of the Best Cars to Customize series, you can of course do so, as there will be links in the description. Now, it'd also be greatly appreciated if you guys could also take a few seconds out of your day to click the like button, because it helps me out a lot. And remember, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel already, I'd recommend that you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. Well, once again, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.